and girls, here we are. The French GP, Le Mans.
Domagou's home Grand Prix.
Looking forward to this one.
P13
Again,
the sack seems to be his consistent qualifying position.
Always seems to qualify there.
Domagou in his home Grand Prix though, where is he going to
top
be?
three, come on. That's not a good sign. That isn't a good sign at all.
For Domagou.
Shocking.
However, Domagou does seem to be a rocket ship off the start.
Well, let's not speak too soon, son. How about that?
And here we go.
Start for the boys. Absolute Domagou flying again. The sack's absolutely struggling off these starts. I don't know what's going on there. There needs to be a word with the team maybe, because he just can't. He can't seem to get it off the start, can he?
Doesn't seem to be able to. No. Domagou though, up to P11.
I can tell you who did have an absolute flyer. Garcia.
Where was he on the grid?
I don't know where he was on the grid, but he was in what? 8th last race.
It was last race, yes.
Flying up to the start though.
Up to P14 for the sack, right behind Antonelli.
We're in 11th and 14th.
Yellow flag.
Oh,
just
there's a crash at the back.
A crash. There's a high side.
Two seem to be involved in that one. From what I can see. Two red bikes.
Two red bikes. That could have been a possible another one that was behind as well. Domagou now.
Loses a place, doesn't he? He was in 11th a second ago.
Yes.
The sack's fighting for the last point. Up the inside of the River Cold Boy there, I can see.
And that is actually who they need to be fighting with as well. However, Andre Migno seems to be high up there. Which is obviously not what the boys need.
Hopefully, because we're calling boys.
That's why I said it, it's the team.
Starting out. The problem we know with Le Mans, as we can see, there's a lot of straights. And we know these much double straights. So, we really need like
what track do we need?
Anything that's not got a straight on it really.
I like it.
Like Silverstone.
Silverstone does.
It's got one.
Got 3,
No.
4.
Silverstone's a bit windy. What's the one in
You don't want Magello.
No. What's the one in Stalker? I was going to say Saxon. Good for Domagou, wouldn't it? Apart from the one very long straight.
That might be. Domagou might be it.
Domagou's great on cornering, but shit in straights. However, I'm very happy to sack now in the points again. After last race, it was abysmal.
Did not have the race, didn't get the start, he just didn't have the pace.
Neither did Artigas. Winning 10th.
Yeah, hard. You know, look at Garcia, he is off 1.2 seconds
again.
off the road.
Fanati's had a good start as well. I've only just realised that he's in second.
Yeah, from 5th on the grid. However, that is Rodrigo out wide. Domagou's going to be able to get it up on the inside of Rodrigo.
And so's Antonelli.
So is Antonelli as well. Now the sack. Can the sack capitalise anything on that?
Big mistake then from Rodrigo.
However, Antonelli is going to be pushed a little bit wide. The sack might be able to capitalise, but he doesn't. He's dropping it a bit wide. Now, Salak just behind the sack. Here we see.
Funny.
It's going to be side by side. There's going to be contact between Antonelli and Artigas. It's going to allow Domagou to just maintain his position, as you know, Antonelli was in the slipstream and he was getting a lot of speed coming up to there.
Looking for an inside move on the back then. Can't quite see if he's going to make that one stick.
Salak might be getting done here by Salak, and he does, but Salak's going to run it in wide on the other corner, and the sack is going to be able to keep it.
I feel like somebody should have changed the names here, because Salak and the sack sound the same. Up the inside, he's made that one stick.
Salak has kept it from the sack.
Is that Onku behind him? 71.
Possibly.
I don't know. Yeah, that is Onku behind him.
Domagou now is going to be looking it up to Artigas at the end of the straight, the slipstream. He's going to be able to get him on the sweeping right-hander.
Absolutely flying.
Can he keep it going towards the chicane? He runs it a little bit deep to keep the inside defensive line, and he does.
I know we say this every time, but Domagou is an absolute demon
on the brakes. He is.
So if there's a straight where he knows he can brake later, he will do it.
Now,
and we know that.
Can he close the gap? Just over half a second gap to the people ahead. The sack's still on the back of his pack as well. However, Garcia's flying 1.5 seconds ahead, and Fanati is another second ahead. So they seem to be the top two boys here.
10.
Domagou though,
There'll be some contract talks, I think, here, to be honest with you.
We need to be careful. We need to pay attention on the gap ahead. Can Domergue close in and get it?
It looks to be getting very close.
That
gap gets smaller and smaller every time you see it.
It's went down by 0.2 in just them two couple corners.
I'll tell you, that's right behind him in the slipstream.
It's not going to be able to get him though. We need Domergue here. Catch up, look at the speed through the chicane. He manages to open up a little bit of a gap. Here comes Rodrigo though, attacking Artegas now.
As well, Desac has a
Salac
bit
on Antonelli.
0.2 seconds behind Salac.
Domergue is closing the gap. That is closed by half of its distance through the
here.
Of corners.
Talking over each other, it's all over the place. We're unorganised. Excitement's building because you know it's the last one you're doing today, and you want to do even more.
Here he comes, coming around the straight. This is where he managed to get Artegas. But look at the gap. He got a gap to behind.
Is that Messier up the inside of Migno that I didn't see? Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Migno
that should hopefully slow them down.
Migno's going to be looking for it again. Oh, look at this. Domergue's right on the back of the pack. They're all closing on him. Up to Desac. Desac is
on his own there, in the middle of no man's land, on his own.
He's just 0.3 back from this pack. Look at this pack. This goes all the way up to 4th. This is a battle for 4th now between all of them.
2 for you, boys and girls.
Here we go.
I see you on his own, away from everybody. Let's hope he doesn't do a finale and fall off. And he's got a 3-second lead, and all he has to do is stroll, but he loses the front.
Who's that going to be going wide though? Both the Red Bull KTM. Messia's not having a race. So
he's leading. He's having a race.
He's not.
He's in it now.
He's 8th.
Having a good race.
Wow. Over the Ritter Cole team with Migno.
Up the
Here
inside
comes Domergue. Now this is key in the team standings because the River Cold Sniper team and the boys are, they're battling here. They're just right behind each other.
You can see that straight power that the Tissot doesn't have in effect there.
But look at the speed.
We know we'll be able to clean it straight back up, right on that bit.
Keeps it through the chicane. The Sac's not
he's gaining more than he's losing.
He's not letting it go. He wants to stay in this fight. Over the main man of today, which seems to be a
common occurrence now.
Common occurrence after Qatar. Domergue, that is his home Grand Prix. Can he get the best result for the team? Currently he's P7, but anything could happen here. Here we go, he's right on the back.
You take this way too seriously.
You invited me to be on.
I did. Artegas has really made that gap, by the way.
Up on towards the straight. Over through the chicanes, we know Domergue is strong.
I thought someone was falling off out the back then.
Desac is right here now as well.
He's made that gap, hasn't he?
He's clawed the gap back.
But the last pack have also... Oh, never mind, that's not what we're looking at. We're still on Domergue. Go to the back a second. He's right there, and there's still a gap now, so Desac will, provided no mistakes happen, score a point for the team, looking for the inside move.
Yeah, he's looking for it, sorry. Just ahead. Migno and Suzuki seem to just be falling back a little bit. Migno keeping it on the inside, playing defensive, but he's going to slow him down.
All the front one has to do is fall off, and that's game over for everybody here.
Who is at the front of this pack? It's Acosta.
No, it's 52. Alcoba.
Over through the strongest part. For Domergue.
Very close.
Seems to close up here. He's trying to get the run out towards the 2 hairpins.
And right out Rodrigo as well. Rodrigo right there.
Still just about 2 people going wide there. He's going to close it up a little bit more.
It's a black box. What does that mean? And it goes black. Maybe someone's overtaken. Oh, he'd run. I thought he'd run over the green then. That should be a track limit warning. He just seemed to cut off the corner then. Look at the gap he's made through that. Chia.
Migno now is going to be looking at it. But here comes Domergue up the inside of Suzuki.
Inside maybe. Can he hold it? No, he's going to close that door.
Rodrigo. As you can see, now Desac has made a position. He's overtook the snipers of
looking at
Salac.
The back of Antonelli.
That was Artegas.
Artegas closing the door on Antonelli, then he doesn't want any of it.
This is the final lap in an intense Moto3 race. Fanati up ahead. Acosta's managed to catch up to Binder and get Binder as well. So after obviously us saying that
Antonelli's run very wide then.
Is that going to allow to actually does? Desac is up on the inside, up to P13.
I didn't see if he run that wide or whether he was pushed. I didn't see.
I just saw him really wide. However, Domagu, can he get, if he can, you know, just latch onto the back of Suzuki here. You know he's strong through the chicane at the end, but he needs to just get close enough. He is close.
Very close. He's on the wrong side though.
He's not going to keep. Yeah, he's not going to look for it here. He's trying to
the wide.
Foggio's messed that up. A little bit wide. That's going to allow Rodrigo to have a look up on the inside.
That wasn't Foggio. That was Ortigas. It's not the same thing as doing people.
It's fine. Cyclone. Going in towards the final corners. The two double apex right-handers.
Here we are on the final straight.
Any more positions to be taken?
Looking at it. No.
Keeps it.
9th he finished in.
Starting to fill up with the stars of this race. So let's take a
he
look
just said
at
9.
the of the official results from this Moto3 event.
P10 and P13.
Well, I mean, I'd rather have both in the points than one in 7th and the other one's in 15th or whatever it was, 16th. At least they both scored points again.
Where is Minyo? Minyo's only 2 places up ahead. So that's
Black's
1
got
point.
1 point, which means we'll still be ahead.
Which means, yeah, but he should still be ahead. But Masia.
Garcia's gone up his place.
Yep, Garcia's one up.
I would assume Domagu's gone down a place.
He's gone up.
He's gone up a place.
Well, I say that's the joint. The sacks went down.
That's it, man. The sack before I went. I meant to say the sack, to be fair. I thought he was above him, but Bingo's only got 19 points.
Yeah, Bingo and then Sacks only got 13.
And I think that's his.
We are still ahead. But at the top of the standings, Garcia closing that down by 5 points. That's 1 race now. Obviously, that was Garcia's race.
That was Garcia's race.
He started and he went.
And he didn't Fanati and drop the front.
Fanati stayed in second. So for the team standings, we have done nothing.
Literally.
The gap is still the same.
I do, you know.
Still holding
the Sterile Garda team has 72 points and they're all Fanati's points.
I think we shouldn't mention that for their team's sake.
I'm doing it. That's mind games. That's what I'm doing. The same with Petronas. I'm pretty sure 70 of them points are all Binder.
However, KTM, Adjo, Red Bull team, blasting it away.
Safe to say, they won.
Yes.